Hello and a very hearty welcome on Cooked with Love. Today is Christmas and Merry Christmas to you all. Today's recipe is a Christmas special Goan dish known as KULKULS. They are essentially lightly sweet fried dough balls that are as delightful in taste as the name sounds. So come and let's take a look how to make KULKULS. Take a bowl and mix all the dry ingredients along with the clarified butter or ghee. Mix them very well. This will help make your KULKULS very crispy. Now that once the dry ingredients are mixed quite well, add half of an egg yolk and some coconut milk and start forming the dough. Egg helps in binding the dough well and facilitates the rolling process of the KULKULS. But too much of egg will cause your oil to foam extremely, making it difficult to fry the KULKULS. If you are a vegetarian, you can totally skip the eggs. Just add a little bit of more ghee to the dough and make sure that your dough is not too dry. Otherwise, you're going to have difficulty in rolling. Keep adding the coconut milk gradually till you form a relatively soft dough. It should resemble more or less an atta dough that is used for making roti. If you run out of coconut milk by any chance, just add some water as well. Now that your dough is done, let it rest for around 15 minutes. Cut out a small portion of the dough and keep the rest covered. Roll this cut out portion using your hands and then cut very small balls of dough from it. The ball should weigh no more than 1 to 2 grams. Take each of the dough balls at a time and keep the rest covered. Now comes the rolling tool. You can either use a fork or a brand new comb. Oh yes, you heard me right, a brand new comb. Take a piece of dough and flatten it against the backside of a fork. Flatten the dough as thin as possible, else the middle part might not get properly cooked while frying the KULKULS. Once you have flattened the dough properly, gently roll. While you can of course use a fork, but the KULKULS tend to get a bit thick while rolling with a fork, and so it is better if you get a comb or a gnocchi roller. You have to apply the same technique with a comb as well, but here you get more surface area to flatten your dough and hence the KULKULS are much thinner and gets evenly cooked while frying. The comb technique might seem a bit tacky or weird at the beginning, but you are using a brand new comb, so just consider it as another tool. Spread the dough as thinly as possible over the comb. Note that if your dough is too watery, it will stick to the comb. Once the dough is spread thinly, now gently roll. You can also use a gnocchi roller paddle or even a kulkul paddle if you can get your hands on one. However, a comb does quite a fine job as well. Ensure that the ends are stuck after rolling the kulkuls. Add about 200 to 250 ml of sunflower or vegetable oil to a kadhai. If you are using a frying pan, you need to use more oil, as the kulkuls need to be submerged while frying. Once the oil is medium hot, add the kulkuls. Fry them in small batches of about 15 to 20 on low to medium heat, depending on the amount of oil that you have used. If you are not using eggs in your kulkuls, then no need to worry. But if you are using eggs, then the oil will start to foam. But you need not worry, this is normal. Just trust the cooking process and turn the kulkuls at regular intervals for even frying. Once they are golden brown, fish them out of the oil and keep them aside.